Can't forget that we...
Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello, children, welcome to our numeracy class. How are you today? I hope you're really fine. If you are, then we have a reason to thank God. That means God has been good. Today we are going to be talking about a topic which is part fraction, part number doubles, part halving. So we're talking about how to find half of a number. Now I mentioned all these little topics because they're all interrelated. They're all related to each other. If you know your number doubles very well, you'll be able to follow today's topic. Today we are going to be halving numbers. What do I mean by halving numbers? It means dividing a number into two equal parts. That's it. So when I say what is half of a number, I'm asking you to divide that number into two equal parts and tell me what the value of this part is and what the value of that part is. Now, our number doubles facts are very important because once we know our number doubles, guess what? You immediately know what half of a number is. It's that simple. So, I'm going to start with singing our doubles song. I'm sure you know this song very well. We have sang it over and over and over again, and it has made us wonderful mathematicians. So let's go. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 plus 6 is 12. 7 plus 7 is 14. 8 plus 8 is 16. 9 plus 9 is 18. 10 plus 10 is 20. 11 plus 11 is 22. And 12 plus 12 is 24. Excellent. So, when we are talking about finding half of a number, let's say number 6, all we have to do is to remember our number doubles. What numbers do we add together to get 6? 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Is that correct? I'm sure I am. So guess what half of 6 is? 3. It is that simple. Now let's look at a number like number 10. I want half of 10. What do you do now? You go back to your number doubles. What numbers do we add together to get 10? I know. 5 plus 5. So half of 10 is 5. Wonderful. Let's go to a number like 20. Miss Frances, that one seems difficult. No, it's not. Do you know your number doubles? Then you can answer this. So, what is half of 20? The two numbers we add together to get 20. 10 plus 10 is 20. Half of 20 is 10. Wow. Let's look at number 24. What is half of 24? Number doubles. 12 plus 12 gives 24. So half of 24 is 12. How do you like that? Isn't that so easy peasy lemon squeezy? That is so simple for you to do, especially for you because you are so intelligent. So, I'm going to give you some examples and you're going to practice with them. After which we're going to watch a little video to help us know it and learn it a little more. Now, there are different ways of writing half. If you look to your screen, you would see the different ways we can write half. The first way says, what is half of 12? Remember half, 1 over 2, half in our fractions? The same thing you do. You look for the number doubles that gives you 12. 6 plus 6 is 12, so that is 6. Half of 12 is 6. The other way says half of 12, 1 over 2 of 12. The same way you do it, 6 plus 6 gives 12, so half of 12 is 6. Then the third way under our smiley face says 12 divided by 2. That symbol there says divided by. But don't be scared of the symbol. It's just the same way we solve it. What plus what do you add together to get 12? Our answer is still 6. So even if you see it written as a sentence, what is half of 12? The answer is 6. Even if you see it written the other way, half of 12, the answer is still 6. And if you see it written in the division form, 12 divided by 2, which is the same thing as saying half of 12, the answer is still 6. I hope you understand. What is half of 20? Before we solve it, can you look at the different ways we can ask that question? There are 3 different ways. Right, so what is half of 20? Correct. The answer is 10. Let's look at this question as well. Take a few moments to look at the different ways we can write this question. What is half of 16? Do you know the answer? The answer is 8. Excellent. Now, what is half of 22? Remember your number doubles. Good job. The answer is 11 because 11 plus 11 gives 22.
Hi, this video is going to be about halving things, but to start with, let's look at doubling. So if I've got 1 tangerine and I double it, it means I'm going to have 2. If I have 1 mug and I double it, it means I'm going to have 2. If I have 2 mugs and I double 2 mugs, it means I'm going to have 4. Now the thing about halving and doubling is that they're opposites. So instead of doubling, if I half them, then instead of having 4 mugs, I'm going to have 2. If I half 4, I get 2. So I could say then that half of 4 is 2. Another way to write that is to do 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, let's look at some other numbers. What about 6? Half of 6. There are 6 spaces for 6 eggs. Half of 6, or 6 divided by 2, what's that? Can you see what half would be? It would be these 3 along the top. Half of 6 is 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay? A new one. How about half of 10? So there's 10. Half of 10, 10 divided by 2. It's going to be these 5 along the top. If we wanted to half it, we could have a line down the middle. That would be half of 10. And what is half of 10? It's 5. Half of 10 is 5. Why? Because if you double 5, you get 10. Double 5 is 10. Half of 10 is 5. Great. Okay, so we've seen, what have we seen so far? We've seen half of 2, half of 4, half of 6, half of 10. What about half of 12? Here are 12 cases for making muffins. Half of 12. Well, you could think of it this way, 12 divided by 2, or you could think, what have I got to double to get 12? What have I got to times by 2 to get 12? Can you see what half of 12 is going to be from this? Can you see half? Right down the middle. Okay, and what have we got on each side? We've got 6. So half of 12 is 6. Okay, there we go. that's the end of that video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.
All right, children, we've come to the end of today's class. So, what did you learn today? I know what you learned today. You learned to halve numbers. And how did you do that? You employed your number doubles and you were able to do it. Is that correct? Absolutely. I want you to keep practicing and practicing and practicing because you know practice makes perfect. So now you're going to go over to your classwork where you can practice even more. So see you later then. Jemima, keep quiet, please. Now, children, I want us to learn something from our number halving. When we are halving or sharing with each other, we have to exhibit righteousness and justice, just like God does. What is righteousness? Means doing the right thing all the time, whether people are looking or not, because guess what? God is always looking and seeing you. And justice, what is justice? Being fair, not being partial, but being fair. Now, when mommy gives you a few sweets, maybe she gives you 8 sweets and tells you, go and share with your brother. Go and half it. Sometimes we don't share it properly. What is half of 8? 4. Instead of sharing it equally in a just manner, we decide not to do that. Maybe we take 5 and let our little ones take 3. Is that right? Is that just? No, that's not just. Let's learn to have correctly because God loves righteousness and justice. And as children of God, we have to emulate or copy God and make sure we do all the things that He does because He is a good God. All right, children, let's practice halving correctly, okay? Bye for now then. Bye.